What's happening, nigga? Trap House 3, fuck, nigga. What's happening? Hey, T, come out, man. Damn, we out of cut again? Fuck. I told Pot to bring the press. I'll apply some pressure to the chat. Yeah, I got 1,000.
From my block to your block.
I got a feeling Eddie's got the best story.
Oh, I don't know, man. I've had some weird shit happen. You know, had a bunch of people throw up and pass out. Had a dude fracture his fucking skull.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I heard about that.
Yeah, dude, they had to call the ambulance.
I seen the video.
Yeah, he fucked up.
Your life hasn't been threatened?
Life? No, maybe a time or two. You never know.
What
How
about
about
you?
you?
Yeah, my life has been threatened twice.
Oh, twice.
From clients?
Yeah, from clients. They
Oh.
weren't really about that life, but they
of course.
try to play the part like they were.
Of course,
Very interesting.
of course.
I've just
Tell me
had
what-
people try to get sexually intimate in my booth.
Yeah. Well, with being
Yeah.
a piercer, I could see that.
Because you're
Yeah.
so small with such a strong voice, they just can't help themselves.
Yeah, it's been pretty bad every time. Nothing too good going on.
Yeah. So I had this one client. She was getting tattooed on her arm, and she came in with her boyfriend, and he was getting tattooed by Doug. And we're starting the tattoo. Doug's about to start the tattoo, and she overhears him say that this tattoo is in memory of his ex-wife. She's still alive, by the way, his ex-wife. So it's for his ex-wife. And he's with his current girlfriend. So she's like, hey, guess what? I'm not paying for your fucking tattoo. So he gets all upset, and he's like, hey, you're not getting your fucking tattoo. She's like, well, I'm paying for it. I'm getting my fucking tattoo. He gets all huffy and puffy, goes to the bar, comes back like an hour later. He's like, get out the fucking chair, bitch. I'm just sitting there like, oh my God, this guy. So I let it go on for like maybe 10, 15 minutes before I like lost my temper. And I'm like, bro, you gotta get the fuck out of here, man. Like, enough of the bullshit, enough of this like, carrying on and trying to, do whatever you're gonna do. Just fucking
Right.
kick rocks, get out of here. And he looks me in the eye and he's just staring at me intensely and he's like, I'll cut you. So I was like, what's up? Cut me. And then poor little Sean is around the corner. He hears the story and his eyes get all big and he just runs outside to grab like Will and a couple other people. And then, that was one of my life-threatening stories. But
Said, I cut you.
yeah, I'll cut you. I was like, all right, well,
Let's see what you got, bro.
yeah,
You better get to cutting then.
play ball.
Yeah.
Hey, Eddie, your mic's in your face. Can we put it to the side and then twist it?
Yeah,
Adjustments as we go.
yeah, I've had, I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of wild piercing stories I've heard, just from my experience piercing the little bit I did.
Yeah, man, piercing clients are odd. Yeah, there's something going on. And how it's not even the clients all the time. It's like their friends and shit too, man, or
You like
their
that?
spouse. I had a couple of people come in one time, and it was a male and a female. They walk in, and immediately the man like snaps and points at a chair and tells the female to sit down. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Maybe you guys got some like BDSM shit that you do in public. Cool. And then he walks up to the front desk and he's just being weird. He like leans in real close and is looking around all like shifty and sketch, like he doesn't want to say what he's about to say. And he's like, my wife wants to get her nipples pierced. Yeah.
Was this recently?
No, it wasn't recently,
It was
but
within the past
you know
Or
the
like
story.
with the past few months? Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that. That dude was something.
And so everyone's immediate opinion is maybe he's upset that his wife is going to be taking her shirt off and with a bunch of dudes in the building or whatever, Cool. Understandable to a degree, but you're also asking for it. So I get set up and they come back to the booth, and the whole time this dude's just grilling me like he's pissed that I'm there. And I'm like, it is what it is, man. I think my mic's cutting out. Yeah, we good. But yeah, so he's just grilling me the entire time, and I get set up. I sterilize the area that I'm about to pierce. I draw my I draw my lines on and everything, and finally this man speaks to me. He's like, "Hey, bro," and I stop what I'm doing, and I'm like, "What's up, man? What's on your chest?" And he's like, "All right, so how long before I can, And I'm like, oh, that's why you're so fucking upset. I'm like, well, recommended time is about 6 months, man. But, if you're safe and clean about shit, you could probably get away with doing stuff at like 3-4 months or so. He's like, man, that's not what I wanted to fucking hear. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, dude.
Right.
He's like, okay, well, hang on just a second. Let me get this out of my system real quick. I'm like, okay.
Spill it.
So I turn around and, I pretend that I'm doing some work or whatever.
So you can watch him suck her titty?
So I like pretend to screw a ball on and make sure it screws on and unscrew it and just fucking bullshit. And I look over and he's like full-handed gripping and massaging this shit. And he's like twisting the nipple and everything, and she's stone cold, just staring at the ceiling, looking furious. She was black, but I could tell how red her fucking face was. She was not happy.
She must have been pissed.
Yo, yeah. And then I'm like, okay, cool, he's not done. I look over, I screw the ball back on, and just check out some shit that doesn't need checking out. And I look back over, and this man's got her whole fucking titty in his mouth, and he's going to town too. He's like, and I'm like, oh, shit, God damn it.
That's why you need curtains over there. That's exactly why.
I don't care, if you want to come by and get something pierced in my booth and
I'll
you want to act like
things.
that, I'll take it. I will watch you do that all fucking day because it's real entertaining. I just thought it was funny as shit.
Yeah, that's next level, bro.
Yeah, man. He pulls his mouth away and then he wipes his fucking. He wipes his mouth. He's got like drool dripping down his face and shit. I was like, dude, chill the fuck out. But yeah, she wasn't too happy about that.
So I got another story about this guy that was fluffing his dick in the lobby.
Oh,
So,
Yeah.
average day at Harm to Karma. This guy comes in, he's walking. He's been tattooed here before, by previous artists and stuff like that. And he wants to get this money rose on his forearm or some shit like that. But he comes in with this boombox, and his boombox is playing louder than the music that we have playing in the lobby. So I was like, hey, bro, just, cut that off. He was like, all right, cool. How long is this going to take for you to draw up this money rose? Like, maybe 30 minutes to an hour. He's like, cool, I'll be back. He leaves. I'm drawing this money rose. He comes back. And he has his boombox blaring again at like 1,000% over our music. The front desk girl's terrified. So I was like, hey, it's going to be a few more minutes, but I'm going to go grab lunch. I go grab lunch. I leave. We had other clients in the lobby. And apparently while I was gone, he was trying to roll a blunt in the lobby while fluffing his dick while trying to get one of the clients to smoke with him in front of her father. So they called me and they're like, hey, this dude is like trying to roll blunts in the lobby. Where are you? What are you doing? I was like, I'll be there in like 10, 15 minutes. I just picked up lunch. I was like, where's Will at? They were like, he's tattooing. I was like, well, shit, there's nothing he can do. I get back. I'm like, hey, dude. So it came to my attention that you're fluffing your dick and you're trying to get people to smoke weed with you in our lobby. And, like, what the fuck's your problem? And he was like, man, I don't know what you're talking about. I was like, all right, cool, step outside. We step outside. I was like, bro, stop fluffing your dick. Stop trying to get clients to smoke your weed. You're making these other people, like offended. He's like, well, what if they're offending me? I was like, you know what? I'm not tattooing you. You can fuck off, right? He's like, I want to speak to a manager. I was like, well, I am the manager, so what do you want to do? He's like, I want to speak to that guy. And that guy, his name is Will. Will peeks around the corner, eyes all wide. I'm like, Will, you want to talk to this guy? So in that whole transaction of words or exchange of words, he goes to the car with Will and shows him his new AR he just picked up when I had that break to go draw or whatever. He was like, man, it'd be a shame if somebody lost his life over a tattoo or whatever the case may be. Will talked him out of the bullshit pretty much, and, I never seen him again.
Man, that was fucking intense.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, he took his threatened regularly, which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's
'cause
fine.
He large.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know what makes people think that's okay.
I mean,
Like,
shit,
just
Shoot
just
you
fondle
because you
your
want to tattoo me.
to fluff your dick in
yeah,
the lobby.
just like right there in the
Yeah.
lobby.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
While staring at the front desk girl.
He's also, I've seen him.
It's like-
So one of our artists, Jill, tattooed him at one point, and he was walking around Walmart with his shirt off, like like Conor McGregor walks. You know what I'm saying? Just arms are swinging. And I'm like, dude, you're at Walmart. You have a little ass tattoo. You could just cover up. You just put your shirt on. Stop being extra. You know. But he just couldn't help himself. So it was pretty interesting.
Yeah, man. Y'all ever had anybody like real fucked up come in?
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple times.
Oh, bruh.
Man, all right. So
Hold up. Describe fucked up. Like what
Like,
are you looking
like,
for?
Like on drugs.
Okay.
Like,
substances,
Yeah.
drugs,
Alcohol
all
a little
kinds of
more,
shit.
but like
Yeah.
as far as like just random passerbyers being on drugs, more that than actual clients. I would
Oh.
say.
I had a lady who I'm pretty sure was on meth come in.
Oh, the one that showed you her
yeah.
vagina?
Yeah.
I remember that.
And her friend was like, "Can you cover up this tattoo on her titty?" I'm like, "No,
Bro, this was
Sorry.
bad.
No.
All right, so the lady that I was piercing was definitely more sober than her friend. Her friend was running around scratching her neck,
Yeah, show
buzzing
me, show
between
me
everybody,
her areolas."
trying to pull her tits out for no reason.
Yeah.
It's just like, all right, cool, whatever. But this chick, she seemed like maybe she was on withdrawal. You know, she was chilling, but her body was, you know, freaking the fuck out. And she wanted to get her bridge pierced. And, you know, cool.
Bridge
whatever.
of what?
The nose.
Okay, I got
Yeah.
you.
And you know, so I get everything ready to go. I do most of my piercings laying down because people who are in shock don't like to fucking listen. And if they're already laying down, that is much better. So I got her ready to go. She's laying down, and I'm standing over her about to put this needle through. And she's like, "Oh, I got my clip pierced." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." And mind you, this individual,
The movie stopped. Movie recording has stopped automatically.
Yeah, just push the button. Is it good now?
where should
Are
I
we
start
back
back
live?
off at?
What about the other camera?
That one's fine.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, just a brief description of this lady.
Green vagina.
Nah. Definitely, you know, your typical stimulant addict, real skinny and twitchy and scratchy and all that kind of shit. But the worst part was her mouth, man. She had like all kinds of,
Broken glass.
I don't know how to describe it, but it was like green mold growing on her gums.
So what happens when that happens? It's a buildup of tartar, and then the tartar calcifies on the tooth, and then that allows other substances to adhere to that calcification.
Okay.
So then it just becomes like a like stone in the mouth. It's
It was green. It looked fuzzy too. It looked fucking moldy.
because it was gonna acquiring. It's porous, so it's gonna acquire all the shit she eats. She eats lettuce. That's it. Now she got lettuce on her teeth and her calcified tartar. It's fucking disgusting.
So, you guys have a understanding of
That sounds awful.
of the way that this individual looks and how I feel about this, even interacting with this person physically at all. But you know, fuck it, $20 is $20.
$20 holla.
But so I'm about to pierce her bridge, and she's like, "Oh, I've got my clip pierced," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." The next thing I know, her
Pull it
fucking
out.
pants are off, and she's
All you
like
hear is-
arching her hips up towards me, and she's
Big ol' gust of
flicking
wind.
her clitoris towards me,
like a
and
cave.
just like smacking this jewelry around in my general direction, and I'm like, "Okay, cool, man. I don't want to fucking see that." Like maybe if you didn't have mold in your teeth, I wouldn't be as offended by this whole interaction.
Yeah, if it didn't smell like tuna in here right now, it'd be all right.
But yeah, no, it was just fucking bad. And the worst part, man, was the piercing wasn't going through her hood like it should be. It was going through the actual fucking clit.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yes, and
tough.
she was
Yeah,
like,
let's just destroy it.
as she's like flicking the shit at me, she's like, "Yeah, I lost a little bit of
Jingle
feeling down there,
bells,
but I love it."
Jingle all the way.
I was like, "Yeah, that's crazy." I'm about to pierce you now. And she put her pants back on, but it was fucking dumb.
Oh yeah.
She showed up a few months later to get to stretch her tongue piercing. And she walks in all crazy after almost hitting like 3 cars in the parking lot. And she's like, I know this is a really weird question, but do you guys have a bathroom?
She's like, can I use this? Like, yeah.
That's not a weird question.
Go to the
Yeah,
bathroom.
go for it.
It's like, unless you're gonna do heroin in it, then yeah, it's
Right.
free for use.
Right.
Yeah, that lady was crazy.
Oh man, I've had had a pretty well chick come in. She was ultra sober, right? Get a tattoo. It's like, all right, cool. You know, walk in. I was like, give me 30 minutes to an hour to get it drawn up. She goes across the street to a restaurant bar, little place or whatnot, right? Sup dogs. And
I want you to keep.
I don't like that place. Like, I like the environment, but the hot dogs is trash.
oh, they're horrible hot dogs.
Yeah,
bro.
straight
Horrible
trash.
hot dogs. That's why they put so much shit on them.
They have to.
Yeah, trash hot dog. It's not all beef.
Yeah,
Ah.
for sure not.
But nah, she went over there, got some food. I thought she got some food. She come back, got the drawing done, putting the stencil on her, right? Like, she made it through paperwork and everything. So while she was gone, she took like 8 shots just before she walked over. And like, it really didn't hit her until I was literally like about to start tattooing. And throughout this 30-minute tattoo, she got blackout drunk pretty much. You know what I mean? Like, full on blackout. Her friend was wilding the fuck out. She fell out the chair. It was an ordeal, you know. Her friend was like, "Why are you even fucking getting this?" I was like, "Ho, hey, chill out." You know, like, don't be trying to talk your girl out of this tattoo that I'm halfway done with. You know what I mean? Like, there ain't shit I can do.
You gotta
for it.
finish it now.
Yeah, there's no fucking takebacks now. You know what I mean? You gotta go. Gotta keep on keeping on, bro. Gotta keep on keeping on. This shit's wild.
Yeah. I had a funny story. I was tattooing one of the homeboys and his wife, and I was doing cherry blossoms on her back. And he was like, "Hey, Ito, the only rule is I don't want you to see my wife's tits." I was like, "All right, cool, no problem." You know, I'm tattooing her back. She has her shirt off, whatever. And so we're talking in the hallway, and this is at the old shop, Electric Crayon. And he's like asking her a question, and she pops up to answer the question because she forgot she had her shirt off. So I saw her tits anyway. So that was pretty funny. I was like, "This one request," and he still lost.
Hey, don't look at her tits. Oh, hey, here's my tits.
Yeah.
That
Man.
shit's great.
I had a lady. I couldn't tell that she was drunk until I pierced her. Usually I know immediately if somebody's drunk after I pierce them, because the
Birds
shit.
of a feather.
Nah. The blood is like thinner than water, man. That shit is super runny. But so I'm going to pierce her tongue. She's got a friend there with her, which was a weird dynamic on her own. There was like, I think they were a lesbian couple. The other one was definitely a top, much larger than the
She had
individual I
bigger
was
biceps?
piercing. Just like maybe 150 pounds on this human, and
That's dangerous.
it was
It's super dangerous.
she kept hitting her. Like, anytime she would say something, she would like, boom, slap her. It'd be like Ito slapping me in the chest, like casually, but it wasn't. Yeah, you know, the
Power.
size difference made it not casual, and it's like, okay, I mean, she seems cool with it or whatever. But I'm piercing her tongue, and as I'm halfway through her tongue, she yanks her whole fucking head back and knocks my shit like way the fuck off, and You've got some pretty major blood vessels rolling through the tongue that you don't want to hit. And when somebody yanks their fucking head when you're halfway through them, it's really hard to control what's going on because you're trying to push the needle through in a swift fluid motion. And she yanks her shit to the side and back and causes me to nick one of those major, blood pathways. And she just starts pouring blood.
Vessels.
And I'm like, oh my God. I get the ball screwed on, grab a bunch of paper towels, and apply some serious pressure because she's leaking a fuck ton of blood. And the whole time I'm trying to figure out, like, why? Why did any of this happen? And I'm sitting there trying to calm her down because she's going into shock. She's getting real fucking pale and woozy. And her friend's like, "See, bitch, I told you shouldn't have drank all that fucking liquor before you came," and then hits her again. And I'm like, yo, your girl's bleeding out. You should not be hitting her right now. But yeah,
just got her
that was
going. She's like a
really
shark.
fucking stressful, like super stressful. She ended up being fine. We got the bleeding under control and she was good to go. But don't come have people stab you when you're fucked up and you can't control yourself. It's
Yeah, we had a had a lady, you know how like go to do a tongue piercing, you give them like mouthwash or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah. This lady drank 3 cups of mouthwash.
She swallowed it.
Yeah, swallowed it straight up.
Like a shot?
Yeah,
Jesus.
full on, just blow. And he was like, "Oh no!" And handed her another. She did it again. No. And handed her another.
What the
Boom. And it was
fuck?
like, "Well, I reckon her tongue's fucking good."
It's probably clean by now.
Yeah, it's probably clean by now. Yeah. And she stumbled her way on out. Yeah, she was wrecked. Absolutely wrecked.
That's wild.
Yeah.
How old was this person?
She was like 40-something years old. She didn't speak much English.
But mouthwash isn't like a thing that she knew about?
I reckon not. She did not give a fuck.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe she just wanted free alcohol or something. I don't know.
Never know.
Some people are like that.
Never know.
So me and Will were guest spotting in Treasure Island, Florida, right? And how they do it out there is rotational. So essentially, if you're up, no matter what the tattoo is, you're gonna tattoo it, right?
Yeah.
Well, one of the artists that's his home base was tattooing this old man that was hooked up to this like breathing tank, and so I swear he had to wait like at least an hour for him to finish up his other appointment, get set up, and all that stuff like that. And I thought the old man had died. You know what I'm saying? Because he just was on the couch.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was breathing or not, or if it was just like so low that you really couldn't tell if he was dead or not. So I'm like, I think this dude just died on this couch. So when his appointment, he's like, hey, I'm ready for your appointment. He just pops up, fucking knocks the little tubes out his nose, and he's just fucking ready to go. Gets a whole fucking Last Supper across his back.
Okay.
This dude's like 80
God.
with an air tank.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's wild.
Out of control.
Yeah, my man had no business getting tattooed.
I thought he died. He got a picture of the Lord. I thought he was gonna see the Lord.
Right. He's going to go meet his maker, bro.
Yeah. Let me get him tatted first.
Right. Let me go check him out.
Yeah, I feel like Tommy kind of has some cool stories about the dark web. I don't know. You just kind of look like that kind of guy.
I wouldn't necessarily say cool.
Indian guy.
Okay. All right. So, one of our artists, Rocky, he does American traditional work. It was his first day, right? So this man was fucking completely caught off guard by the happenings of Harm the Karma. And
No, just you, Tommy. It's
Specifically you, yeah.
specifically you.
oh, I'm not sorry.
I was warned by everybody about you. When
Yes,
I came here.
so is Ant. I think just about everyone's been warned at this point.
So
So my old lady's hanging out in the back with us, and her phone keeps going off, and it's like a video messenger chat on Facebook, and she hands me her phone, and she's like, "Babe, this dude won't stop calling me." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And I look at it, and I'm assuming some Middle Eastern dude because all the characters look like spaghetti noodles. And,
Jesus Christ.
and I'm like, fuck it, whatever. I cover up the camera and I answer the shit. And he's just like chilling on his couch. He doesn't say anything. He just is like staring at the phone. And I'm like, okay, cool. I can work with this. So I start like breathing real heavy into the microphone. And I start moaning. I can do a very good impersonation.
Let me get one.
Of a female moan.
Don't believe it.
yeah,
Yeah. So you already know what the fuck's going on. And I started doing that, for about 5 minutes or so, and then we all know why he was calling, and we all know what happened next. He pulled his fucking dick out.
Hell yeah.
And
Fap Nation.
Yeah.
so after he pulls his dick out, he's working it and everything, and starts breathing real heavy into the mic, like,
But in Arabic,
Yeah, right. Like,
How different does that sound?
It was
How
honestly
different does that
very.
sound?
It was honestly pretty fucking different, dude. To be 100
Like, I
fucking
just-
percent.
Fucking moaning and
Can you hear
subtitles
the
and shit.
accent behind that?
Yeah, it was different. It wasn't the same.
it's extra.
I don't even know where you.
Yeah, it was. It was. It sounded like there was more mucus in the throat.
Bah.
It sounded like there was more mucus in the throat than should be humanly possible. But fucking. So we eventually decided to uncover the camera, and when we do, our good friend Billiam has made a fake vagina with his hand. And it's got a clitoris and everything. And he's gently massaging this fake clitoris that he made out of his hand while I'm moaning in the background. And this dude's fucking loving it.
He's beating it harder or what?
Yeah, he's going to town, dog. And this man does the strangest thing. Every person that I've ever asked about this has said that they've never done this for a woman. I've personally never done this for a woman. Well, I hadn't up until I saw that new trick. But he grabs the head of his dick, around the hole to his urethra, and he just spreads it wide open for the camera so we can see down his penis. And I'm just like, all right, cool, whatever, dude. I know what the inside of your dick looks like now. That's
It's like the fucking
totally
Dark
not
Souls.
okay.
You died. Fucking shit
yeah,
pops
exactly.
up after you go
It's
to
a fucking
Arabic pornography.
Shit's
But
out of
yeah,
control.
this whole thing continues for about 15 minutes or so until he comes, and then we hang up on him. And then my old lady got her ass by him for like the next 3 days until I blocked him. Which, I mean, I don't blame him, but whatever. It was a good time. But the whole time, Rocky, it being his first fucking day here, was bewildered by the events that were occurring around him. It was good shit.
Yeah, you just made a strange Arabic man come
Yeah,
on
I'd be
his
worried.
phone.
Yeah.
He shows you the inside of himself.
Right.
It's fucking wild.
It was a great time. I enjoyed myself thoroughly.
Was he packing heat or was he like,
Average. Between like 5 and 6 inches
Gotcha.
on the upper end of 5.
He said on the upper end of 5. He's like, hold on, let me catalog this. Yep.
I've seen a lot of dicks in my day.
I believe it.
Yeah, that's just kind of what happens.
Bro. Man, got a homie. Speaking of dicks, I seen his dick. Man, I'm gonna tell you, he's got the wildest dick I've ever seen in my entire life. Yeah, it's split.
split?
It's split at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the bottom?
Yeah, at the bottom. So he was doing a 2-point suicide suspension at like a suspension show or whatever, and then
Wait, do I know this person?
yeah,
I've
yeah,
seen his dick.
Yeah, you seen his dick.
Yeah, we've seen this thing.
And he was suspending or whatever, and got the bright idea. Oh yeah. Let's suspend this TV from my Prince Albert piercing out my dick hole, and so the TV ripped out the piercing. So now like the underside of his dick is split. It sounds like it sounds so crazy when he pisses. I've pissed beside him in a urinal. Or no, and he was actually like in the stall too.
So, how much control does he have
None.
with his urination?
None.
So, does this like sprinkle
It's-
everywhere? Or
It sounds like man, it sounds like a shower head.
Okay.
Like,
But not one of the nice ones?
no.
Does it like does it flutter when he pees? Like,
It's everywhere. You can tell. Like it's.
it's like clapping
It's
and peeing.
it's everywhere, bro. Yeah. Yeah, I seen him do some crazy shit, bro. I was sitting in the back and I was scrolling on Facebook, and I come across this like status, and this person was talking about some stuff that they had come across on the internet, and I looked at my homegirl across the way. I was like, hey, pull up Pornhub right quick and type this word in for me. Like let's see what this is about. And I was like, type in self suck, And you know, we did, and we clicked on the first video, and you know, homie come in and was like, "Oh yeah, I can do that." And I was like, "Nah, bitch, nah, I ain't never met nobody that said they can do that." And he walked out, and I looked at her, and I was like, "Yo, I gotta see him do this." And she was like, "Yes, I do too." So I walked out there. I was like, "Hey, bro, come here, come back here. You say you can self suck?" He was like, yeah, I can do that. I was
Prove it.
like, do it. And so he was like, all right, I'll do it. And he stood up and pulled his dick out and licked the whole entire head standing up. And I was like,
Standing.
Wait, like he brought his dick, like standing up, brought his dick to his mouth, or like brought his head to his dick?
hey, both, bro. He was standing up. He stood up and he bent over.
Got you, because you made it sound like he brought his dick from standing position to his mouth.
No, not quite. He
Got you.
leaned over and he licked his whole like dickhead shit, and I was like, "Well, goddamn, bro, you called my bluff."
Have
Yeah.
you tried doing that?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah,
Everybody's
bro,
tried.
tried.
Yeah, you see how much
You're a
stomach I
fucking
have in
liar
the way,
if you
bro?
say you haven't.
Yeah, everybody.
I
I
can't even
didn't
do
say
a crunch.
I was like, bro, what the fuck are you doing here? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
do porno or something.
yeah, do something else. And be like, shit, bro.
So on the topic of self-sucking, I have a childhood memory I can share.
This doesn't sound safe.
I could tell by the vein in your forehead that this is gonna be a good story.
I
Not
mean,
safe for work.
He's getting all
bro.
worked up thinking about it. He's like, oh, God.
all right. So it was I was about 14, living on Guam, and it was summertime, so we didn't have shit to do. I woke up at like 4:30 in the morning to go over to my friend's house. We were gonna go fucking BMX all day, you know. So I hop on my bike and I ride my bike a couple miles over to his house, and I get there, and it's him and another homie. They're already there, you know, hanging out, playing video games, just waiting on me to show up. I had to climb in through his window so we didn't wake up his grandma. He was on the second story. That was a pain in the ass. But I get into his room, and we started playing video games and shit for a little while. And the homie that was a visitor in this house.
You okay?
You good?
Okay. I'm just making sure. I didn't want you to like fall over and die.
He starts bragging about how he can suck his own dick. Same shit. You're not gonna tell me that, and
You're not gonna call the bluff.
fucking prove it, dude. But mine's a little bit worse. So you know,
Doesn't he finish?
Yo, in his own mouth.
it's the worst.
How do you do that? Why do you
So-
make that decision?
So he's a guest in the homie's house, laying down on the homie's bed. He takes his pants off, and he starts sucking himself off. He can get about halfway down his dick. Okay, which
Impressive.
is very fucking impressive.
Yeah.
Because I can't even get to the head of my dick.
Yeah.
And
I got too much stomach in the way.
there's too much going on, man. I can't bend
I
that
could just
far.
waft
I
the
can't
scent
bend
of
that
my
far.
penis to my nose.
So, you know, he starts out, and I think the worst part was how sensual it was
I think I would, like,
the entire
break my-
time.
Pull my back out or something. That shit, like my vertebrae go shooting out.
He like
That's just all. That's just
closes his eyes, and he wraps his lips around the head and goes, and I'm like, oh man.
Oh, like a blow pop.
Yeah. And they're like, okay, cool, dude, you know, you got it. He doesn't fucking listen to anybody. He just keeps going.
Nah, that's a Tootsie Pop. There's something in the center he's trying to get to.
Yeah. And, you know, so after about like 2 minutes, I'm like, okay, cool, I'm over this. Keep playing video games. And he just keeps sucking himself off on the homie's bed.
You're like, nah, I'm gonna finish.
And then I hear him start making noise and shit, you know, just breathing a little heavy or whatever. So I fucking glance over real quick, and I see him fucking like drop a whole load in his own mouth. He's like slurping it. It was loud.
Wait, did he
Like it
swallow,
wasn't
or
his
he-
first
yeah,
time.
he swallowed that shit. Like
Oh.
he didn't.
That's not his first rodeo.
Yeah, you can.
There
definitely
was
tell
no
it was his first
aftercare,
rodeo.
man.
What the
He
fuck?
nutted in his mouth, and then pulled up his pants and acted like nothing ever happened. That dude's he's a fucking G for that. I mean, I'll give him that. Like,
I mean, what else do you do in that situation? Do you stand up and
I
stare at
fucking
everybody?
clap.
Yeah.
You clap for yourself?
Nah, I didn't clap. I just kept playing video games. I was like, are we going to go ride bikes soon, guys?
Right? We gotta get.
I'm
out of here.
14. I don't want to watch the homie suck his dick. But
I'm
yeah,
not supposed to be doing these activities.
yeah.
Damn.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking intense, dude. God damn.
Looking back, it's fucking hilarious, but at the time, I was very uncomfortable.
Yeah. I mean, that's some shit that make you feel weird, bro.
Yeah, it's a little.
That's
uneasy.
probably led to why I am the way that I am today. Well, one of the many things.
One of the many things. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Hey, fuck it, bro.
I mean, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
How do you think it would have been if you'd been like tripping, and you watched a man suck his own?
As a 14-year-old, or
No, as like now, if you were to see that again.
that shit would be awesome. I'd be like, holy shit, this is going down in front of me right now. This is fucking Earth.
Like top, like top 10,
I'm on Earth right
Top
now.
tier.
like
Earth
top
moment.
3
Right.
stories
Yeah.
while being.
I got motherfuckers sucking their own dick in front of me right now for no reason. For no
Well,
reasons.
there's a reason, you know.
It's like,
Oh,
we
I
out
mean,
here.
because they're trying to come.
Yeah.
But like,
I'm telling you, there's an outcome. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's one of those things.
I'll take it. I mean, that's a hilarious fucking experience. You know, that's why I got stories like I got now. I'll keep
Yeah,
it.
it's what makes you you.
Yeah, like,
Like, would you be Tommy if you didn't see a guy suck his own cock?
right? Like
Probably
the
not.
butterfly effect. I could be a
Yeah.
completely different
Just
fucking,
because of that
I could be my
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah. Fucking virtual chatting with furries and anime chicks. Shit's wild.
Yeah. It's good shit, man. Yeah, I mean, you know. Now, what I decide to trip and then, you know, go to like a show of watching a dude suck his dick. Actually, now that I think about it, probably.
Yeah, you would. You definitely would.
Shit's
For
out of
science.
control.
Yeah. For science.
Am I pulling your wire?
Yeah, bro.
I'm sorry.
Come on, man.
Pull it harder, daddy.
Yeah, pulling on each other over there.
Oh, you trying to latch
Yeah,
my titty,
like I
bro?
can-
What's going
yeah.
on, man?
I can like wrap it underneath.
Fucking Indiana Jones over there trying
Yeah.
lasso it.
trying to lasso
Put
me
it
to
in-
his
put
titty.
it around the bull.
God damn.
What about you, Seth?
What about that dussy?
The Dussy? Which
The
Dussy?
dolphin.
Oh, okay. We going down this road?
What dolphin?
I mean, have you seen it?
Dolphin
Like,
pussy looks
dolphin-
immaculate, bro.
Yeah, like dussy.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, you said it as if
He
you already
said,
had
"Oh,
an
I know it
experience
looks
with
good."
dolphins that he was going to share.
Well, I think he would like that.
No,
Like, he wouldn't be opposed to it.
Yeah, you would, bro.
Yeah, I'd give it a shot.
Yeah, because they give you
yeah.
like ultimate orgasms.
Oh,
'cause it
God,
has,
there's
like, that.
th-
Yeah,
there- he-
that lubricant
Yeah,
thing.
there's a picture.
Look at that.
That's
That
wild.
looks like almost better than human pussy.
I don't think you can get any cleaner than that.
It
it's
looks really
It's like
clean.
in salt water, and
It's not like roast beefy or anything
Yeah,
like that.
mermaid
I mean,
It's-
shit, it's there, bro. Dude
Yeah,
looks
that
like
shit
he's
looks
having a hard time
solid.
opening
Like
it
that
up.
shit looks like it would probably cut the circulation off.
Yeah, bro.
That's like rubbery.
So for the viewers that are unaware of this, female dolphins secrete a liquid that causes the male dolphin to ejaculate and have an orgasm the entire time that they're inside of them.
Wow.
What?
Right. So with how with how good that Dussy looked, and
If reincarnation is real,
I'm being a fucking dolphin.
facts.
Because, fuck it. Because, number one, you got dolphin pussy. Number two, you can cruise the seas looking for fucking, like,
Pufferfish to get high on.
puffer fish to get high on and people to rape. Because you're not going to get fucking arrested.
Right? There's no fucking moral
Yeah,
court
no,
for fucking
you can
the
shove your
wild.
dick in anything.
Ain't no
I
church
seen
in
a
the wild.
video of a fucking, a dolphin fucking a fish that was bit in half at a zoo.
Yeah.
There's like children and families watching this dolphin shove his dick inside half a fish.
Yeah.
His dick's like poking out the other side of the fish.
Yo, have you ever like heard tortoises fuck?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro.
It's like no tortoises. They're like, and it's like, what is that?
Every time I go to the Fort Worth Zoo, they're fucking,
Yo, there's something
They're
fucking every
fucking,
single time
bro.
you go to the zoo. It never fails.
How
the
are they
lions were
almost going
fucking one
extinct?
time.
bro. There's always fucking at the zoo, bro.
Do
I'm
what?
telling you.
How are they almost going extinct
The tortoise?
if they be fucking that much?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
They don't fuck quick. It probably takes them a year just to fucking nut.
Yeah, I mean, dude was
They don't move.
dude
They
was
just
out there.
get there.
Dude was
and they
out there
stay.
in it, bro.
Well, they live a long
no,
time.
he
so.
moves,
They
bro.
yeah, it's like a
Yeah,
little.
bro.
You see their
Bro.
back legs like.
When he humps, when he fucks, bro, all legs come off the ground, and he puts everything he's got into it.
Good.
It's
Good for him.
Yeah, he does it. He's doing it.
I need to go see the.
They're
the-
trained professionals
his
in
name?
sexual intercourse.
Yeah.
Do you know his
Yeah, like,
Nah, I cannot
dude,
do
he wants to bite the back of their neck. Look at that. He's like reaching for it.
Timmy the tortoise.
Timmy the tortoise out here
Tim.
slinging alien dick, bro. That shit's crazy. You ever seen a turtle
Yeah,
dick?
they fucking
That shit.
No,
it's
have
like
you
a-
ever seen a duck?
prehensile tail.
Have you ever
This
seen
is-
a
this
duck?
is-
It's
this is-
corkscrew.
Yeah, it's like a corkscrew, and
Pigs
it's like
too.
twice the length of their fucking body. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's crazy, and it comes out of them almost looking like a liquid.
And I think echidnas have
Like a
penises
dense
twice the size of their body length.
You say kids?
Echidnas?
You say kids? I was like, dude, I've never seen a baby with a dick that's like half his body length. Like,
How many
what you-
baby
are you
dicks you
talking-
looking at, bro?
Like, that's not good. No, you can't be doing that. No, that leads to like that. That's how you get put in
You know
a
what
cell
Knuckles
for
is?
that. You
He's
get
an
put in a
echidna.
cell for that.
All right?
Not if you work at a daycare.
That would be like a Law and Order like episode.
If you work at a daycare,
What the
Yeah.
Jesus Christ,
Like that right there.
Again, bro.
you got to work on that. That was
That was yo, you're
Assaulting.
gonna blow my eardrum out.
that was fucked up.
Yo, that. Phew.
He has got to take a sip of water after that.
I made
Yeah,
my
that shit was
mouth
pretty
dry.
fucking loud, dude.
Yo, that shit made my mouth dry.
I'm done. I'm done here.
Oh, he took the headphones off and everything. It's over. He's not playing nothing no more.
Just put them back on. It's okay.
I'll think about it.
Here,
You guys can still hear me, right?
Yeah.
You're not setting me up for no failure. Blow my eardrums out.
Lost all trust.
yeah, he doesn't
Trust
trust
is
this
out the window.
anymore.
Go.
He's like, nope, done, never again.
Yo,
One
that shit
time
was
only.
so fucking loud, dude.
It really was. I was not ready for that. It's okay.
Yeah, it's alright. We're good. Come.
Fucking blew my eardrum out. Anthony.
He really did, dude. That shit was loud as fuck.
Thankfully, I have like a beanie on, so it's like keeping a little noise.
Now I'm gonna have
Yo,
to
'cause that
like
shit was
like you
loud.
right here like this. Well, I could just hear it in my brain.
Hey, so I'm trying to get a job at SeaWorld. So don't tell nobody I would fuck dolphins, please.
You
Oh, we
okay,
know.
Eddie?
Yeah, I'm good. Man, would you fuck a whale?
I don't know.
A whale?
Well, so-
Yo, do you know how
They
big
said-
a whale is? You could probably fit your whole fucking body
Yeah,
in there.
that's the
Hey,
thing.
hey,
that's
Ant,
the thing.
You
Can you pull
that's
up a picture
actually a
of whale
hot
pussy
dog
for
going
me?
down a sausage at that point, or going
Yeah.
down a sausage, going down the
Well,
hallway.
So like a blue whale can fit like 5 or 6 grown men.
That's an orgy, dog.
standing
Have you
up.
seen how big their
Have
dicks
a
are?
dance party in there.
Nah,
damn, this
what?
Their
is
dick is like
crazy.
a missile.
That shit looked
That
like
don't look good.
it looked like Mars. Kind of looked dry.
I thought it was a tree.
It looks dry.
I thought it was a tree.
Whales have dry pussy.
It's bark. It's bark.
Yo, look at this shit.
Oh my god, that it looks like a barnacle. It's like a barnacle laying on, like, sitting on the side of a boat.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
Could I mean, all right. So y'all know about cave divers, right?
Yeah.
Kate. Okay.
Do you think you could get away with swimming into a whale pussy and swimming back out?
No.
What do you mean no? Why not?
What
How
if
much
it
room
clenches
you
and
think's
just
in
keeps
there?
you
Huh?
What if it clenches and just keeps you in there?
It like treats you like a
I feel like it
Kegel
would
ball?
just be like going through like an air vent.
Yeah, you're Van Wall Ball, bro.
Nah. Spread that shit open so there's water in there so you can like swim back out.
Dude, what are you gonna fucking starfish that shit, bro?
You think whales like queef?
It's just like it creates this
Maybe
massive
with-
air bubble.
5.
Well,
adult
no,
males
but
in there.
like a liquid bubble because. Oh,
No, I think it'd be like an airy bubble.
Yeah. Maybe.
I mean, it's a gas.
It'd be like blowing bubbles in a straw. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
see, this is one of the reasons why I appreciate being a human. I can contemplate the vaginas of other species.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's what we're here to do.
Dogs don't do that.
I don't know, bro.
You don't think?
I don't know.
They might.
I don't know, man. I've seen dogs like fuck on a lot of shit.
Well, I've seen a lot of bitches get railed out by dogs. But I don't think the dog's thinking of anything other than a warm, wet hole.
I like dogs.
Hold on, Tommy.
Okay.
How many bitches have you seen get railed out by dogs?
Like in person?
Yeah.
You seen it in person?
No.
Okay.
All right.
On video?
I've seen
More
videos
than
of
7.
people I know.
What?
Yeah.
People you know got fucked by dogs?
Yeah. I know a lot of people, man. I
Yeah, there was a girl in my high school that had a video going around of like peanut butter that she just rubbed all over herself, and the dog going to town.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that shit went around everywhere.
see. So I'm 25.
It's
All right. I know I'm not that
dangerous.
old, but I move. I used to move every like 2 to 3 years of my life. I have interacted with a fuck ton of human beings. Throw that into the mix of being an adult in the workforce.
You guys want to hear a story about death by plunger?
Yeah.
So I went to high school in Pennsylvania, Warminster, Pennsylvania. It's I forgot the name of the school, William Tennant High School. So
God damn, it was my fucking mouth.
we get to
You
school
suck
one
at
day,
drinking.
and we're like, "Hey, so and so died," and we're like, "Oh, that's crazy. You don't really know the chick, but you know, like you pass by people all the time. You may have seen them in passing." And we're like, "Yeah, how did she die?" Well, she stuck a plunger in her bathtub, and she was riding the plunger, and she slipped, and the plunger went through all her major organs, and her father found her in a pool of blood in her bathtub.
Are you disappointed or are you sad? As the
Neither as a father, I probably both, man.
That's the craziest shit
That's
I've
tough,
ever
dude.
heard.
Are you
bro.
horny?
No, probably not.
Tommy.
My bad.
God,
Oh no, stepdaughter.
You slipped on the plunger. Stuck.
What-
I'm help.
what are you doing?
Help.
You
I'm
check her
stuck.
pulse. She's still warm.
So on that note, in North Carolina, it's legal to fuck a dead body up to 2 hours after it's deceased.
yeah.
Just letting anybody know.
Why does that even have to be made a law?
Because somebody probably got caught fucking dead bodies 3 hours after they were.
Yeah.
Yeah. It shouldn't matter how dead the body is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If they're warm,
Just don't do that.
you swarm.
Just don't do
You're
that.
good.
Just don't do that. That's all you need.
What do you mean don't do that?
Fuck a dead body.
No.
No as in yes, do that.
All right.
Yeah, because they shit themselves and all that. I hate
No, just clean it
Yo,
up.
they're literally staring at one position.
Take that shit in the backyard, hose it off, and you're good. Fucking, I've already told the old lady multiple times, if she dies in her sleep, I'm taking my opportunity.
that one shot.
Yeah.
Are you gonna wait for her to get?
Now you can wear all your rings.
I mean, I want the purple wings.
All right.
I'll take it.
All right.
How many dead bodies you come across? Let's be honest.
Not enough, apparently.
Yeah. I'm
Nah.
apparently not enough.
Yeah, usually when you come across them, there's a fucking room
Not
full
any
of
that I
people
wanna
and a
sleep
pastor
with.
somewhere. You can't put no genitals in your mouth when there's a fucking priest watching you. Unless they're doing it.
Yeah, or unless they like
I was gonna say.
groomed you to do so.
Well, all right. If you have witnesses and a priest, no genitals in the mouth. But if it's just a priest, then you're good.
Wise words from a wise man.
Yeah.
All right, we're done.
We'll catch you next time.
What's happening, nigga? Trap House 3, fuck, nigga. What's happening? Hey, till you come out, man. Damn, we out of cut again? Fuck. I told Pot to bring the press. I'll apply some pressure to the jack.